We are super glad to see you guys today. Yay! Happy Writing Monday. So welcome. Sorry we're a minute late. We had some technical difficulties this morning, trying to make sure we could hear everybody. You know, we do the same thing every single week, so it's kind of funny that sometimes stuff just goes wrong, but you guys know how that goes. This morning, I accidentally started updating my MacBook, which I have been avoiding this update for the longest time because it's the one that like makes everything change, where I'm not going to be able to use like my old version of Word and like all this other stuff. And so I've been resisting it. And this morning when I was getting ready for the stream, I accidentally hit the button that said, yeah, go ahead and update. And so then I'm like trying to get out of it and shut it down, which is really next to impossible, but I somehow managed to do it. So I'm still in the past. Thank goodness for that.
Okay.
All right, we're good. So let's do some introductions, and then we are going to say hi to everybody in the chat. I'm Lisa Daly. This is my channel. Welcome. Let's start down here with Robert Jones, the story detective, who is having some tech issues, but solve them right away because he is, in fact, the story detective. Emphasis on tech. Hi, Robert. Welcome today.
Working against me, yes. And yes, my channel is The Story Detective. I have been a storyteller through writing and graphic arts. I've worked for pretty much every major comic book company out there. And I take all of that knowledge, put it under a Sherlockian microscope, break it down, and give it to the viewers so that it can hopefully make your craft journey easier. I also do tech reviews and lots of interesting stuff coming up. So stay tuned.
Yeah, there's a link to Robert's channel in the description. I love your craft videos. I always say that you know more about craft than anybody I know. Okay, Carol Brown. Speaking of people who know tons about craft, not crap, craft, although she also knows tons about craft. I shouldn't say that, not specifically crap. A wide variety of topics is what I meant to say.
I do, just not enough to like win Jeopardy.
I disagree. I think you would be the champion.
No, actually, with one of my clients, they watch Jeopardy all the time, and I'm like, I don't know anything.
I don't know anything. Yeah.
No, so my name is Carol Brown. I am an urban fantasy author and the owner of Mad Raptor Productions and also the soother of scared dogs. I am here today to work on one of my projects, and I forgot the rest of my outro because apparently I can't talk and pet a dog's head at the same time.
If we add chewing gum on there, that would be really
chewing gum. And
oh yeah, I'll be like that annoying like lip smacker in the stream, and then that's when you lose all of your views.
We can't have that. Thank you for that fantastic intro. If you feel like you remember things later, you can just add them in as trivia, like, and also
I write words, and I'm here to write more words. That's me. Thanks for having me.
Exactly. Sako Toomey is here. Hello, darling. Say hello.
Howdy, neighbors. I'm Sako Toomey, also known as Cass Voight. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. So if you are looking for videos about marketing yourself as an author, I have a whole playlist of them on my channel. Please drop by sometime. I would love to see you.
Excellent. Fantastic. So Doll is on her way. She will be coming today. So we'll give her a little chance to chit-chat a little bit later. I do want to remind you guys that this is our last live stream for July, and we will be back on August 9th because we are taking a little summer break because mama needs to go surfing. All right. So let's say hi to our folks in the chat. Sako says she was first, but that doesn't count because you're a panelist. Debbie's here. Congratulations, Debbie. Awesome job. Thank you so much for being here. Claude is here today. We're so glad to see you, Claude. Claude says, I didn't want to do it, but oh no, I didn't. I think I need to work on a second project to have a much needed change of mood from my paranormal novel. What are your thoughts on working on 2 novels at the same time?
I'm notorious for it.
Yeah, that's true. You do it pretty well. I do not. I have tried it and it messes me up, but lots of other people do it. So the fact that but here's the other thing. I need to stay on one track anyway. Like I already have problems with like being distracted from things. So I need to make sure that I'm kind of staying on the same path. So your mileage may vary. How about you, story detective? Work on two things at the same time?
I used to be a one project at a time kind of person as well. But things, I guess, have shifted a little bit because I also used to be working on comics and artwork while I did that. Now I find that either going back and forth between writing projects or back and forth between some kind of art that I'm doing actually helps because it does give you distance. And one project, as they say, fuels another. And I think that's what I was doing all along, but I didn't realize it because art was my job and I didn't necessarily a secondary project, but it was.
Yeah. Okay, that's true.
Sometimes I just need a break from writing about somebody in a high fantasy setting with crippling depression, and I want to go write about the woman with, like, you know, the crush on her like supervisor and how she doesn't know how to deal with it and she doesn't want to deal with HR, you know.
That's interesting because sometimes I will move around in the same project, even though I tend to write chronologically. If I'm feeling really down, I'll try and write scenes where the character feels really down, or if I'm in a really good mood, I might fast forward to a scene that where the character is more buoyant. So, all right, now is the big question. So I am project monogamous. Story detective and Carol are project tramps.
I am Project Polly, thank you. I work on multiple projects at the same time.
No judgment, Project
I love
Polly.
them all, and they love me. You can't tell me otherwise.
There's nothing wrong with that, honey. You do you. Okay, right? Love for everybody.
Love for everybody.
Sako, Project Polly, or Project Monogamous?
As long as the projects that I'm working on are wildly different, I can work on multiple at a time. Otherwise, if they're even remotely similar, I'll start to mix them up.
That's interesting. So that's funny because I was thinking, I think I could be Project Polly. I could be open to that. If I were doing something like what Robert is doing, where he's writing nonfiction and fiction concurrently that kind of play off of each other.
Right.
So yeah, I think I could be Project Polly. I'm open to it. I'm open to experimenting with Project Polly.
I always know when I'm getting serious with my project because I'll go make little figures of like my main characters.
Wait, hold on, I gotta show this. There we go. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is awesome. Oh,
that's amazing, Carol.
I'm like, it's serious now. We've got figures.
That is awesome.
That's awesome.
All right, you guys tell us in the chat, are you Project Polly, Project Monogamous? Let's hear it. All right, here we go. So Sako says she does it often. JL is here. Hello, JL. We're super glad to see you. Oh, look who else is here. It's Doll.
Hi.
Hello, Doll.
Hi, Doll.
We're so
glad
to
see you.
So, Doll, we were just talking about whether we're okay. Let me just back up a little bit. Okay, so Claude.
I was about to say, explaining this to Doll will be the most entertaining thing I've had all morning. Claude says he didn't want to do it, but he thinks he might need to work on a second project to have a much needed change of mood for my paranormal novel. What are your thoughts on working on two novels at the same time? I said I am project monogamous, that it messes me up to work on more than one project. But then Robert and Caro came in, and Sako. They are all Project Polly. So, Polly Project. I originally said Project Tramps, but that, you know, I stand corrected. So we're Project Polly over here. What about you? Are you Project Monogamous or Project Polly?
Me?
Yeah.
Monogamous as hell. Like, I just one thing, and not even just like a writing project. It's like one thing at a time. If I'm working on content planning, it's content planning, and that's it.
That's where I am. Okay, you guys, I want to hear, we're going to say hello to more of our friends, and then we are going to talk about, I want you guys to tell us though, Project Polly.
Oh no, They happen. Don't worry.
Project. All right. Theo Savvy is here. Hello, Theo Savvy. Very, very good to see you. I'm so glad you made it today. Sophia is here. Hello, Sophia.
Hi, Sophia.
All right. Nihilist Geek is here. Hi, Geek. We're very glad to see
Kalispera.
you today. I'm dying to get to the bottom. Oh my gosh, the comments are like, okay, who can pronounce?
That is not a comment you say with this context, Lisa.
Okay, I don't know what. Doll, it's time for a translation. Russ,
No, that is that Japanese?
I have
No.
no idea.
No.
What is it? Bonin Tagan Mikinaj. I bet that's totally wrong. I wish you could send us a little little audio clip. I'm sorry if I massacred that. I bet I did. JL, hello. We are very, very glad that you are here. And hello, Jeannie Marcella. It's you today. We're so glad to see you. Okay. CO Savvy weighing in. I deleted my Camp Nano project. I think the only reason I put it was that I felt like I had to, been struggling with rewrites, but after self-care and organizing my brainstorm notes, it's all good. All right.
I'm so glad.
I have cleaned my office. I cleaned it yesterday. Wait, no, Saturday. And so I feel like I'm ready for my brain to like rest. All right. Rosalind understands. I'm avoiding the Windows update. Doll, earlier I was saying that I have been I have been avoiding the Mac update, and I accidentally started to install it today. Amy says Robert's channel is awesome. Everyone on the screen says, "Aw, thank you so much."
Yay.
Janie says the puppies want their intro. Yes. Rosalind sending Doll a virtual hug. Emma Ward is here. Hello.
Hi, Mama Ward.
Oh, Sako, did you get any rest after your road trip?
I sure did. So I went to a convention in person in Louisville, Kentucky this past weekend. And it was a 10-hour drive through the mountains. And coming back last night, I was dead. So I got lots of rest.
Oh my goodness gracious, that's crazy. Well, I'm glad you're all right and resting. JL says, I'm always working on more than 2 writing projects at a time to make money. You know what's weird is I do not think about client projects as like, I can work on 87 client projects at the same time, and I do frequently. But for me, my stuff one at a time. Eva's here. Good morning. And Morgan. Hello, Morgan. So glad to see you today. Emma Moore says hashtag Project Polly. Yes. Okay. So we have one Project Polly. Eva says I break up and get back together again with my work in process. Amy says Project Polly for me, but I have the luxury of all my project being self-paced. That is good. Oh, Jeannie Marcella, Project Polly. Nihilist Geek project. I'm leaving a project I have all the time for another. We know what you meant. Oh my gosh. Nihilist Geek, you trip. Okay. Evan Ward, my muse is caffeinated hummingbird in an idea meadow. I understand that.
Right on.
It's Esperanto.
Oh, okay.
Very nice. Good day, friends. Very good job. Okay, so Nihilist Geek says, today I'm translating and expanding a short story.
Cool.
Woo! Excellent. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We've been chit-chatting for 17 minutes, and we've been really good about getting plenty of sprints in, so we are going to try and keep ourselves on a roll here. So we are going to go ahead and do a 5-minute warm-up. You guys let us know what you're going to be working on today in the chat, and when we come back, we'll sort of go around. I know Carol told us what she's going to be working on, but we'll go around super fast and talk about what we'll be working on today. So let me grab that really quick. All right. Here we go. Look at that. I checked the box and everything, doll. Okay, you guys, there will be no ado. There's no ado for the 5-minute warm up because it's to help you warm up. So we don't need a big warm up for that.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're going to put 5 minutes on the clock and we are going to open our projects, get our water, do all of that good stuff, and we will come back and get ready to write. All right, here we go, everybody. 3, 2, All right. Welcome back, everybody. So glad to see everybody. So what, Kelly Reese just popped in. Hello, Kelly. We're very glad to see you today. Very nice. Good news update, everybody. Claude is going to join Team #Project and start brainstorming on a fantasy novel today. Yay, good for you. Very, very nice. JL says when you make your human protagonist pretty and give her animal protag coffee and a burrito, you know you're working on too many.
That's exactly what I was talking about. Yeah.
Too many projects. Exactly. MM Ward says editing more chapters for Camp Nano today. Fantastic. I think we already said hi to Kelly. So you guys, let us know what you're working on if you have not already. Sako, what are you working on today?
I am diving back into Project Flambeau. Draft 3. We are hoping to finish it by the end of the month, which would be like super cool. I kind of got ahead of the curve a little bit with 40,000 words. I want to double that if I can before the end of the month.
Ooh, very nice, very nice. Carol, everybody came in late. Tell us what you're working on today again.
I am working on a novel that I'm calling Blood in the Rain right now, and I'm currently revising the first 2 chapters because I had foolishly told an alpha reader that I would give him those chapters today, and they're not ready, so I'm going to make them ready.
Cool.
Nice. Very, very nice. Good job. Story Detective, tell us again what you're working on today.
I am still editing and revising the second draft of my Sherlock Holmes story. And I'm nearing the end of the first quarter. That's my goal, is to at least be finished with the first quarter by the end of this week.
Yay. All right. Fantastic. How about you, Doll? What are you going to be working on today? Did we lose?
No, I'm here. I'm here. Sorry, I had a mute. I had the volume of the mic muted. Sorry.
That's okay.
Since I was listening to a self-discipline audiobook today, I had a lot of thoughts and I was just putting them out. I don't feel bad about them. I was just like, okay, I have to like verbalize them or write them down or whatever. Mm-hmm. And today I'm just gonna be working on like writing, even if it's not for a story, just like to have the habit of writing anything that just comes out of me.
Excellent. All right, we're having a little bit of audio issue with you. At least I am. I'm not sure if everybody else is, but I think we got the gist of it, so that's good. Debbie says she's going to be diving into the side project today. Fantastic. Very good job.
Also, cool new picture.
Yeah. Right. Oh yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I love that.
Sorry.
Very nice. Very nice. Ooh. Judy Marcella is going to be adding more chapters to the urban fantasy today. Fantastic. Sophia is working on Nano 2020 project. Wait, last year's Nano project or this year's?
That's just 2020.
Is it? Wait, is it?
It might be a typo.
It could be that they're reviewing an old project.
What freaking year is it? Is it 2020?
2021. It's not 2020 anymore. 2020 is gone when we're happy for it.
That's what I thought. Okay. That's what I'm okay. I got confused for a second. Okay, so are you working on last year's Nano project, this year's Nano project? Let us know. Mallory, so glad to see you. Hi. She says, hey to everybody. I'm still trying to finish this outline I've been working on for the past month. Finishing it is my camp project. Also have Bella's stories, working on editing and publishing. Good for you.
Very cool.
Nice.
JL says her supernatural thriller series came back with revisions from the editor. Paranormal came back with revisions from the other editor. My new covers are for my children's series. And When It Rains, It Pours. Yes, absolutely. Nihilist Geek says Nano 2021 is in a couple of months. Excellent point, Nihilist Geek. Thank you very much. Sophia says I'm finishing last year's project during this year's camps. Okay, I got it. Thanks to you guys. I am finally now fully up to speed. I am working on trying to get all the details settled for my cover artist for the book that I got back. So 15 Minutes of Shame was published many years ago by Penguin, and I just got the rights back. And there was recently a Czech edition, which I love the cover of, and the cover artist is going to let me buy the cover for the re-release that I'm doing. So I'm super excited about that. So I'm trying to just like get all those details worked out today. So that is it. All right. MM Ward says December 2/23, 2020. Yes. I feel like that sometimes. So very nice. Well, I feel like we have a little teeny break in the comments. So I think that's awesome. So since everybody has got all their projects ready, we're all set to go. I think we should just go right in. Right?
I like that idea. We should just get straight to it.
Sprint.
Sprint.
Just the workaholic.
Exactly. All right, here we go. We are going to bring our 20-minute timer up. There we go. Hold on. All right, Carol, will you do us the honors and please take us out?
I knew you were going to call me. I knew it.
I like to mix it up, you know.
Okay, so here's the deal, guys. We're on day 12 of Camp Nano, and I know some of you have not made the progress that you want to make, and I get it. Things happen. Life is life. But today we're going to make that different. Today we're going to get shit done. So you're going to take a look at this keyboard in front of you. Remember, it's a keyboard. It's a machine. It does whatever you want it to do, mostly making letters into word sentences and then books. That's what it's supposed to do. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to focus for 20 minutes, and all we're going to do is say, I'm going to get shit done. Ready? So whenever this timer hits 0, you're going to start, because I always get the timer off.
All right, everybody. Let me get rid of this ticker thing. There we go. All right, fantastic. So how did everybody do?
Good.
Good.
Several pages that time.
Awesome. Fantastic.
I think I did 200 words and I didn't even do the 20 minutes.
Look at you. Nice work. That's good. Progress is progress. Progress is progress. All right.
The little thing I was writing, which is not for a story, not for nothing in particular. It's just me writing. It made me feel things. So yay.
Ooh.
Yay. I love it when that happens. That's awesome. Carol, how'd you do?
I revised about 2,200 words and wrote another 500 words.
Carol's a badass. I think we all know that by now. Nice work. Very nice work. Sako Tumi, how about you? How'd you do?
I did a little bit of self-care, and I'm moved in progress on a new scene in Flambeau.
Excellent. Well, I was just outlining some details for the cover artist, so I don't have a word count. I was just, writing an email. But anyway, yay, I'm super excited about that. We have some new people who popped in. Ginny Noble is here. Hello. We're super glad that you made it for a sprint. Yay. Everybody is saying hello. Heather's here. Hey, Heather. We're very glad to see you. Heather is watching the Lightning boat parade on TV. For those of you who are not hockey fans, the Tampa Bay Lightning, which is our local hockey team, just won the Stanley Cup. Which isn't just me. I know, right? I do love hockey, but I will say that it always cracks me up that it's in the summer.
So that's why Mom has not said a word about it. Because it's not her team, so I see. She likes the Islanders and some other Canadian teams.
The Canadians, they were they made it pretty far as well. All right, I'll give you a little secret. As Florida as I am, not my team either. We're Penguins fans around here, and we look forward to returning the cup to its rightful home. All right. JL says, "OMG, my dog is snoring so loud." Oh, Heather's icing her neck. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. There we go. The old Quebec Nordiques fan in me can't thank enough the Lightning. Oh, that's nice. All right, there we go. Hey, I missed the first half because we had an apartment inspections today, so I was focused on making sure mine passed, which it did. Yay! We're very glad to hear that. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's cool. So some of the teammates just gave the Stanley Cup to someone on a jet ski. They're taking it around the boats. That's nice. All right. Happy Monday, Wendy. We're very glad to see you today. It did go by too fast, didn't it? Oh, my gosh. It went by so fast. Nyla Skeet got 460. Very nice. Ginny got home, made tea, opened my project files. Speaking of tea, I just went to a tea house last week, like a fancy 40 different, and I'm not a tea drinker, 40 different kinds of teas and little, we had a full-on, afternoon tea with little tiny peaches. It was great. I loved it. All right. Jeannie Marcella says that she loves Sako's avatar. That makes total. So let me see if I can find a Sako comment from way up top. Here we go. So that is very cool. As you guys know, Sako is, there we go. Okay. So Sako is an artist. Which avatar? I just realized they're different.
I'm assuming she means my scrawled stick figure head.
Is that it? All right. So Debbie got 82 words while being distracted. That's good. That's very nice. 352, and Heather giving me crap for not being a fan. All right. Of the light. Hometown, that's good. And they've won 2 in a row, so that's kind of awesome.
I wasn't paying attention to hockey because we had double championship with my mom. It's Argentina won the Copa America in the football, the soccer cup, and America's Argentina champion, and then Italy won the Euro Cup, and I'm like, yay, double!
That was like pretty wild. There was quite a lot going around yesterday about that. Yes, the stick figurehead. I feel like that sometimes. All right, I know that feeling. So before we get back over to our next sprint, last week we had planned to talk a little bit about foreign rights, and we decided we were going to hold off on one more week to do that. For 2 reasons. One, because CO Savvy, I believe, was the person who originally asked the question about that.
Yes.
And she wasn't there. And 2, because we wanted Caro to weigh in on the conversation. So, well, just on foreign rights, Michelle dropped a bomb on us last week and said that she had never sold foreign rights, which surprised the heck out of me. So I have, but I've only sold foreign rights through a foreign publisher. Or not through a foreign publisher, through a traditional publisher. And so we wanted to know if anybody in the chat has had experience with selling foreign rights overseas. I will say that I have done consulting work for a long time for a small publisher, and they use a couple of different foreign rights agents that cover different territories to sell their foreign rights, which is basically what a lot of the publishers do. So, so anybody have information that they want to bring forth on this particular topic? I certainly have, my experience. Does anybody have questions about this? I remember CO had asked kind of just how it worked.
The decision on covers, like how do they change that? Yeah, that was one of her questions for this topic.
It was.
And yes, I agree. That was even better.
All right. So Nihilist Geek says, I had been pitched foreign rights. Do you mean someone's pitching foreign rights to you, or you're pitching them to foreign publishers? Can you clarify that? Okay, so on covers, in my general experience, the publisher who is doing the foreign rights, they do their own cover, and sometimes those covers are wildly, dramatically different from your U.S. cover, whether you have, whether you're an indie published author or blah, 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 traditionally published author. So, Caro, nodding, what say you on this topic? Have you had any experience with indie authors selling foreign rights? I mean, if it's me, I'm going to go to a foreign rights agent who handles specific territories to do that. Well, how would you do it?
That's what I would tell you to do, because when it comes to something like that, I think it's too easy for us to think I can handle that, but there's a lot of nuances that you may not understand that go into that. So finding somebody that specializes in that is probably where you want to go. And when it comes to the cover and the interior formatting, you got to let that go, because every country has their own set of standards in the way that they do publishing. So like, I wish I had them. I actually had like 3 Harry Potter books in 3 different languages. I had one in English, one in French, and then another one in Japanese. And like the way that they did their covers was like very, very different. But it was also more culturally appropriate for their region too. So as other people, it might be too easy for us to step in and be like, no, that's not how I want it to look. And you're going to have to like, let it go. And the interior formatting is a thing that I would encourage people to kind of let them figure that out. So for example, the one thing that actually really confused me when I moved to America was the double quotation marks. Yeah, because in England, we didn't have double quotation marks. We only had like the singles, and that was like your thing to indicate that people were speaking. They didn't do italics for thought bubbles in there either. They would just kind of like, you just had to figure it out, right? And then I think in France, I wish I had it. I think when they would, if somebody has a French book, correct me, but I remember looking at it and being very confused, because when they indicate that somebody's speaking, they have a dash in front of it or something weird like that. Like it was.
Yes. Spanish too.
Yeah.
So
So it's
little
good.
tiny things.
It is. Well, and I think here, let me grab it. I actually had one of my my YA book translated into a number of foreign editions, and they did some crazy stuff with that, including turning it into 2 different books. Hold on, let's go to the bookshelf. I'll be right back.
Oh.
For self-publishing, that's going to be a bit different, though. You're going to have to do some research, getting your own covers done, and get an idea what covers might look like in that country.
I'm back. I know.
But if you have a foreign rights agent, they should already have those contacts for you. That's part of why you want that.
Oh yeah, they're not there. The foreign rights agent is going to pitch the book to foreign publishers, just like a literary agent would pitch your book to U.S. publishers, and then they're going to see the deal all the way through, send the contracts, make sure that you get what you're supposed to be getting out of the deal, money and author copy-wise and all that. Okay, so this book was a YA book that came out through Razorbill, which is a Penguin imprint. And we sold foreign rights to a number of countries, and that book turned into this. They just literally split it down the middle. I don't even know what language this is. Doll, can you help? What does that say?
German.
Is it German? Okay.
Yeah, because it says schön. Yeah, that took me a while to see it.
It was translated into Swedish and Finnish and a bunch of other.
Please give me your Finnish copy. Please give me your Finnish copy. Please.
I'll have to show you what they look like, because I don't. Yeah, I got a couple copies of each one. But here's the funny thing: like, split into 2 books, and it seems literally like right down the middle. But I didn't know that until after it was published. Like, I got my author copies, and it's like, here's your book, and there you go. And so not only did I not have any, this is not the character that I wrote, but apparently she's blonde now. So there's that. Yeah, that's okay. I can't read it. The funniest thing about selling your foreign rights is that you have this whole language that you can't read, but then in here, like, the dog's name was Spaghetti. So it's like, I can't find it. Anyway, so you have like this whole blah, 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 blah spaghetti, which is kind of hilarious.
Which is fun. Because when they do things to make like the dialogue and the descriptions more culturally appropriate, you'll have no idea.
Right. You have no idea. So yeah, so that is a kind of a funny, thing. But I would not try to take on this endeavor on your own. And the other thing is, that's how foreign rights agents make their money. And for you, and we've talked about this a little bit before, this is like, you don't have any control over the process. Sometimes they'll ask you for your opinion on things, but for the most part, no, they will not. They'll just publish the book. And then you get some cash. And then you get letters or emails or messages on your website from people who are writing to you in a language that you don't understand. Mm-hmm. Also very cool, right?
Books are different. They since they own the characters, they just put them out in whatever country. The language changed, but the cover stayed the same. The only thing I know for sure is when I got royalties from another country, the royalties were a different percentage.
Yes, that's true.
Okay.
Well, and that's true that also is dependent. So with book publishing, if I sell my rights to Penguin and I give them world rights, then I get like half of whatever the foreign rights, like whatever the foreign rights advance is, and then a different percentage. But if I sell it on my own, then I would obviously I'd get all of the advance and get a much higher percentage of the sales. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's if your agent has a good foreign rights agent, or if you have a good foreign rights agent, even if you're indie published, it's better for you if you can sell the rights yourself, as long as you sell them. Do not sit on your rights, which I've been guilty of doing. So you don't make any money if you own the rights, but you don't.
Waiting for Lisa's audiobooks.
Yeah, it's on my spreadsheet. I know when Carol is gone. We were reading a book in Writer's Workshop, and I can't remember who wrote it. Oh my gosh, I think it was Joanna Penn, the authorpreneur book. Anyway,
that is Joanna Penn. Yeah.
Yeah, and she had said, make a spreadsheet of all your rights to make sure that you're exploiting all of them. And I did it, and I was like, oh, holy smokes. So yes, I own audio rights for a lot of my traditionally published books, and I have not utilized them, but I'm working on it. It's in progress. All right. So Nihilist Geek came back. He said, I had a foreign agent pitching children's books to the publishing company I'm working for. He also says, also some countries print the words on the spines in different directions. That is true. I have noticed that as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anybody else have any foreign rights questions or foreign rights advice? Let's talk about that after our next sprint. You got something?
My only question and thoughts and doubts is like, I'm a foreign author. I'm not in the US, not in the UK, not in Australia. And querying is hard. And I don't know which would be the best route for me, and I'm lost. So yeah. That's all my thoughts. It's like, what do you do when you're a foreign author?
Mm-hmm.
And for example, friends in Sweden who write in both languages because maybe their story doesn't fit the Swedish market, and they know it because they have been influenced by whatever it's happening in the UK or America. So where do you go? Where do you query? Like, that kind of
I think you have an advantage because you can sort of do a first-person query, to a number of different countries where you're fluent in the language. So we are going to do our next sprints, but we will talk about that when we come back. All right, everybody. Here we go. Doll, would you like to take us out this time?
Sure. Let's do this. Okay, people. We are here on the second sprint. And you have your keyboards, right? Do you? Yeah, you have the keyboards. Okay, you have your fingers. You have your eyesight, better than mine. You can do this. I mean, if I'm doing it, you can do it too. I'm no better than you. In fact, I'm blind. But anyway, it's just a keyboard. It's just thoughts. You will put them into words, and it will become magic. Just do your thing. We're here for you, and we're gonna start sprinting in 3. And 2 and 1 and sprint.
Okay, fantastic, everybody. How did we all do?
Good.
Dun, da, da. Good, fantastic. Glad to hear it. Okay, so I missed our. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. We were talking about foreign rights before we left. Sorry, it took me a second to figure out where I was. We were talking about foreign rights before we left, what the questions are, what we know about it, and so everybody feel free to like pop in. Speaking of popping in, look who's here.
Hi, Allie.
Is here. Hello. We're so glad to see you. Thank you. All right. Mary wanted us to know she updated her planner, got a surprise visit from her older son. That's always nice. Morgan got 539 words. Very, very, very nice. Excellent job. Good. Let's go around and talk about what everybody did. Doll, how did you do on the last one? What were you doing?
My phone lost all its battery, and I don't even know how that happened. So I decided that, okay, this is the sprint to let it charge and go for lunch.
There you go. Very nice. Fantastic. How about you, Robert? How'd you do on this one?
I did pretty well. The end of this quarter is going more smoothly than the beginning. So that's a good thing.
Yay! That's fantastic. I'm so glad to hear it. Carol, how about you?
I revised 1,600 words and read another 425 words.
We love you. All right. How about you, Sako?
I am finishing this scene.
Good. Very good. Very good. I just continued making notes, and that was it. So I should count them, but I'm making excellent progress, so I'm very happy about that. Heather is now moved from her neck to her back, and she's working on her planner, so I'm very glad to hear that. Sorry about whatever it is that's causing you so much trouble, though. That's no good. She's also going through some crafting paper. Can't beat that. Sophia got 169. Very, very nice. And Ginny got a chapter reworked and edited. That is fantastic.
That is awesome.
It is awesome. Amy reviewed a new client site to start my report. I hope it's not. All right. So I'm going to be going on vacation this month. I'm very excited. And in fact, if you guys were not here for the beginning of the stream, we are not going to be streaming over the next couple of weeks. We will be back on August 9th. So keep that in mind. But we will be back to streaming every week starting in August. I need a vacation. Everybody needs a break, and we're just going to take a few weeks off. So you guys will know where to find us in 3 weeks. So, all right, fantastic. Well, I'm glad that everybody got stuff done. So Geek had something interesting to say. She got 200 words, finally went from drafting to translating. That is fantastic. The thing that he said earlier, which is really important, is a lot of buying of foreign rights is done in the international book festivals where foreign agents contact publishers. That is true. There's a London book fair, and there's the big German one, Frankfurt. Yeah. So those are two really major ones. But again, if you were working with a foreign rights agent, they will go. You do not have to go and schmooze with all the foreign publishers. So unless you want to.
Unless you want to.
Unless you want to. I always thought it would be fun to go like Book Expo, except just on a massive, grander scale. But I have never been to a foreign rights book festival, despite the fact that I have sold foreign rights. So I don't know. Would anybody else go if you had a chance to go to the Frankfurt? Yeah. That's good. There we go.
I've never been to Frankfurt, so that's interesting.
Bologna and Frankfurt.
Bologna would be fun because I'll be fine. It's Italy. I can handle that.
Right? I mean, what's not fun about Italy? So, yeah. Of course, well, I lived in Italy for a while. I lived in Italy for about 6 months. I was about to say they'd started on Tuesday, but then you'd get there and it would be like 4 hours later. So, all right. Indies have services to translate in big markets like Germany, I believe, but I have not researched it much. That is true. You can always do, especially for bigger markets or markets where you have, like, English is not just spoken in the US. Obviously, it's spoken in many, many different countries. And so you could, on your own, have your book translated into Spanish or French or Russian or Chinese or whatever, big market you're going after. And then, just pop that sucker, that translation right up on Amazon. And there's also a service, and I can't remember what it's called, but I'll look it up during the next sprint, where people who are native speakers from foreign countries can basically will translate your book and you share in the royalties.
Oh.
So yeah, so that's kind of an interesting thing
This
too.
is something, now that you bring that up, this is something that a little bit of experience. I'm not going to name names because I'm keeping it chill. But I do recommend that if you want to translate your book into whatever language, please hire a native speaker. Please, 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 please. I can handle different languages. So I'm going to use myself as a guinea pig. Sure, I speak Italian. I would never translate your English book to Italian because I'm not a native Italian speaker. No matter how fluent I am, no. Because there are native language nuances that I still don't know. I don't live in Italy. I don't speak it every day. I don't speak the street lingo, for example, for dialogue tags and stuff. No. I was offered some proofreading job for a Spanish book. And right away, I could tell this is not a native speaker's translation, right? No, it's not. I was like, oh, I can tell. I can totally tell. And another question I have for you regarding Spanish, for example, is it Spanish from Spain, Spanish from Mexico, Spanish from Argentina? Which kind of Spanish do you want me to check for? Oh,
Right.
I didn't even consider that. I was like, oof, I'm dropping. Dropped. And I just dropped it. I'm sorry. It was not a good experience. Terrible impression of what indie authors are trying to do. And so my recommendation is to please make sure that you're hiring a native speaker translator for the language that you're aiming for. Please do.
A public service announcement for our very own doll. So very good advice. Very, very nice. So we have just enough time for one more sprint. So I feel like we should do it.
We should do it.
We should
totally do it. So you will look up that service thing that we're talking about.
I can't. I'm gonna find. I think it was called BabbleCube, if it serves correctly, but I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. I don't remember. I will find it, and we will talk about it next time. All right. Here we go. All right, doll. Since you're all ready to go, I'm gonna let you do our last one. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure. So, guys, chicos, chicas, ragazzi, kinder, whatever. You want me to do it in another language? No, I'm just kidding. I'm here to bring you the fun, because this should be fun. Your project should inspire joy. And if it doesn't, we're here for you. We'll give it to you. You're not alone. You can do this. So get ready to sprint with us. 20 minutes on the clock in 3.
Sorry.
And 2 and 1 and sprint.
All right. I don't know about you guys, but that snuck up on me. That went super, super fast. Super fast.
That was fast. Yes.
It was. The crazy thing is I just hit send on my notes like 1 second before. So yeah, I've accomplished what I wanted to accomplish today. I'm very excited about that.
Perfect
Fantastic.
harmony.
Exactly. Look who stopped in to say hello.
Hi,
Hello, darling. We are super glad to see you. I sent you a link today. I know you wanted to come on sometime, so maybe this week, maybe next week. Well, not this week because we have 2 minutes left.
Tamara
next
is
week.
also, if I remember right, I saw it on your Twitter, Tamara. You're organizing a future workshop about branding for authors. And I am so excited. I want everybody to go and check her Twitter. In case you missed it, just go to her Twitter and look for that link. There's a survey to fill. And
I feel like we should just throw it up in the chat. Tamara, are you a wrench? And if not, will you send it to Carol really fast? So she can throw it up in the link. Yeah, so she's doing an author branding survey. Ooh. She says, yes, that's a true thing. So she's doing an author branding survey. You guys should definitely take it. It's super fast. It only takes a minute. All right, here we go. Carol just sent it to me. All right, hold on, guys, because I can't do more than one thing.
Down just saved me. Down just saved me a minute and a half off of my outro. Thanks.
Kiss the survey. Oh, and I can't spell the correctly, apparently. There we go. All right. So Sophia says, I'm going to work. Thank you all for the stream. Thanks for being here, Sophia. Claude says, of course, when I give myself permission to work on a second project, all the ideas come from the first one. So true. So but I'm glad, right? When you go, I'm taking a break. I don't want to work. Then your brain's like, well, we got this, we got this, we got this. I know I'm excited and looking forward to that as I'm surfing.
Take notes,
so,
Claude. Notes.
That's right. Very, very good job. Exactly. So hold on. We had a little thing. All right. Okay. So before we were talking about the platform where you could translate your indie books, and it basically works like what's the deal with Audible?
I forget.
Anyway, if like where a person does the audiobook for your print book and then you share the royalties, it's a very similar royalty sharing concept. So BabbleCube is the name. I know people who have had good success with this. I also know a person who had a terrible experience. So buyer beware, but it's good to just have that out there.
Might be the native language problem thing. Probably.
It might be. Mary had said, Claude, sometimes that's all you need to take the pressure off yourself. You get too focused on a project. Yep. That is the truth. Mary, unfortunately, did not get anything done on this sprint, but that's okay. It was fun to hang out. Dawdling Writer got 2.5 things off her to-do list, so that is cool. Jeannie Marcella got stuff done today. You guys, I feel excited. Everybody was having a good sprint today. Yeah. Precious Cousins, hi. On your way to work on the train, working on your book, 55 words. Very nice.
Nice.
You know what, Tamara? I just realized they said you should come with us for next week, except we're not going to be here next week. Just as a reminder, you guys, we are taking the next 3 weeks off, and our next Monday writing sprints will be on August 9th, and then we'll be back to our normal writing schedule. So there you go. Heather moved all of her planners to her desk, sat down, and worked on her HB90 planner. Yay! Now to start looking at my brand new microphone and stand, rubs hands together like a villain. Very, very nice. All right. You guys are awesome. We are done practically on time, but not on time. Let's go around really fast and do our little outros before we go. Let's start with Doll. Ooh, Tamara got 100. Oh, look, I'm like, squirrel. 115 words for Tamara. Yay. Thank you, JL. Okay, now we're going to do our outros. Doll, you get to go first because you didn't get to do it last time.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. Huh?
You're welcome. Give us your
Am I
outro, honey.
No.
Yes, you're here. We can hear you.
Oh dear, my Wi-Fi is being a bitch.
All right. We'll come back to you. You can go last. I'll move to Story Detective and we'll come back. We'll circle back and hope for Wi-Fi miracle. Story Detective, tell us about your channel before we go.
That is my channel, The Story Detective. And I take all things under the form of story, combine them into... Yeah, I just lost it.
Yeah.
Put them under the microscope and break them down for the viewer. Make your craft journey easier. There's tech reviews when my brain is working, and
That's good.
lightsaber stuff and all kinds of good things coming up.
Stick around. Yay. All right. Fantastic. Carrow, tell us about your channel before we go.
My name is Carrow Brown. I have a YouTube channel where I was streaming every morning, but then I hit the 10-hour monthly limit on StreamYard, and I'm very poor right now, so that was it. That was me streaming for a whole week straight.
Nice. You should just log on to my account while I'm gone. Can we do that?
But that would be strange because I am not Lisa Daly.
No, I meant we could add your YouTube channel and you could stream from my StreamYard account. Is that a thing? Can we do that?
Probably, but I'm reluctant.
Okay, whatever. Whatevs.
The Carrow's daily streams.
I know. Well, that's okay. I don't think I have a limit. So plus I'll be gone. So what do I care? All right, Sako Toomey, tell us about your channel.
Howdy, neighbors. I'm Sako Toomey, also known as Cass Voigt. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. So if you are looking for videos on marketing yourself as an author, you can find a whole playlist of them on my channel, Sako Toomey Cass Voigt. Please drop by sometime. I would love to see you.
Very nice. So I am Lisa Daly. I'm a traditionally published author of both fiction and nonfiction. And if you want to write a book you're super proud of and get it published, this is an awesome channel for you. I will be going on vacation this month. You will find me surfing, or hopefully not. All right. So I just want to send you guys a reminder to take Tamara's survey. Let's see. Oh, it's still up there. Dun, da, da. All right. So take Tamara's marketing survey so she knows exactly what it is you guys want to talk about. Thank you all for being here. And I almost said goodbye. I said we're going to circle back to Doll. And now she's gone. Oh,
And
no.
now she's gone.
You know what? You know her. You love her. She's Doll Cecil Runo. You can find her on Instagram or Twitter at Doll Cecil Runo. Thanks for being here, everybody. I hope you have an awesome summer, and we will see you back here on August 9th. Bye, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Bye.